Father Petar's powerful message, a call for faith, unity, and spiritual preparation. Greetings to all our fellow Catholics. We are truly thankful for your return to our channel, and we pray that your day is filled with the grace and peace of Christ. As you watch this video, we invite you to join us on a journey of reflection and spiritual renewal. Don't forget to subscribe to stay updated on all our latest content. Now, let's delve into a crucial message that has shaken the hearts of many. In these turbulent times, the words of spiritual leaders have never been more essential. Recently, Father Petar, a respected figure tied to the Medjugorje apparitions, delivered a statement that resounded deeply with the voice of the Virgin Mary. This message is not simply a call to faith, but a profound and urgent warning that the world is on the brink of a profound transformation. Father Petar's words are more than just a reflection. They are a spiritual awakening, urging all of us to assess our lives and prepare for what lies ahead. The signs of the times are not to be ignored. They demand immediate attention. It is no longer optional. To make changes in our personal lives and in society, it is now essential. According to Father Petar, the world is about to witness significant changes that will shape our future. And the Virgin Mary, through his message, speaks of these challenges in a way that both alarms and reassures us. The message from the Virgin Mary is a call for awareness and spiritual action. She has warned 6 countries, Argentina, Mexico, Colombia, Spain, Venezuela, and Costa Rica, about the forthcoming trials they will face, which will include natural disasters, political unrest, and societal upheaval. However, even as these difficulties approach, Mary assures us that her divine protection will be granted to those who turn to her with sincere prayer and an open heart. This is a time for renewal. Mary's message reminds us that we must reaffirm our commitment to faith and reject the apathy that often consumes us in times of crisis. Prayer, as she emphasizes, is not just a private devotion, but a powerful weapon for divine protection in an increasingly uncertain world. In a society that seems increasingly divided, the Virgin Mary calls us to unity. She urges us to look beyond the barriers that separate us, whether they be race, religion, or nationality, and to recognize that our shared faith is the key to overcoming the challenges that lie ahead. Unity, she teaches, is the foundation upon which we will build strength and resilience. By coming together in faith, we can endure the trials that threaten to divide us. A central part of Mary's message is the importance of the Holy Rosary. This ancient and sacred practice is not merely a prayer. It is a direct link to God's grace and protection. Through the daily recitation of the Rosary, we draw closer to God and invoke His mercy in a world that desperately needs it. Mary calls us to revive this powerful practice in our lives, to incorporate it into our daily routines, and to share it with others. In doing so, we build a community of prayer, drawing on the power of the Rosary to bring peace and divine protection to our world. The call to prayer, faith, and unity has never been more urgent. Father Petar's message, echoing the Virgin Mary's voice, serves as a beacon of hope and a reminder that we are not alone in the face of adversity. Together, we can navigate the challenges ahead, anchored in our faith and protected by God's grace. As we prepare for the trials to come, let us turn to the Holy Rosary, embrace the power of prayer, and stand united in our love for God and one another. A call to prayer, protection, and unity. The Virgin Mary's message, the message shared through Father Petar, echoing the voice of the Virgin Mary, calls us to take action and share the transformative power of prayer with others. The message emphasizes not just the personal benefit of prayer, but the importance of spreading its spiritual power to those around us. As we come together in prayer, we invite others to experience its profound impact on their hearts and souls, offering them the peace and strength that comes from connecting with God. A key element in this message is the powerful invocation of Saint Michael the Archangel. In times of fear, confusion, or difficulty, it is suggested that we turn to Saint Michael, the mighty warrior against evil. By dedicating our families and homes to his protection, we seek to shield ourselves from spiritual harm. This act of calling upon Saint Michael is more than just a customary prayer. It is an essential acknowledgement of the spiritual battle that surrounds us. Often invisible, these forces of evil threaten our peace, but through faith, prayer, and the intercession of Saint Michael, we can fortify ourselves against these unseen dangers. This plea for St. Michael's protection encourages us to recognize the reality of the spiritual warfare at play. It reminds us that faith and prayer are our most powerful weapons in overcoming evil and ensuring divine protection. As we invoke St. Michael's defense, we make a bold declaration of our trust in God's ability to safeguard us and our loved ones. In a world that can often feel chaotic and unsafe, this prayer is an anchor, a reminder that God's power is greater than any challenge we face. At its core, the message from the Virgin Mary is one of hope and reassurance. She reminds us that she, along with God, is always present, watching over us, guiding us, and offering us protection. Her maternal presence serves as both a comfort and a guiding light in times of fear and uncertainty. She encourages us to stay firm in our faith, even when the world around us seems to be crumbling. Her message is clear: trust in God's unyielding goodness and never lose hope. Moreover, the Virgin Mary's words call us to action, urging us to be beacons of love and peace in a world that desperately needs them. In a time when so much is lacking in compassion and kindness, Mary invites us to be generous and selfless, living out the love of Christ in all that we do. This is not just a call to prayer, but a call to self-reflection and to making meaningful changes in our lives. Changes that will impact not only our personal lives, but also the communities and nations we belong to. Father Petar's message, deeply inspired by the Virgin Mary, is a call to transformation. It calls for a fundamental shift in every aspect of our lives, from the individual to the collective, from the ethical to the spiritual. This message transcends borders and is meant for all people, regardless of nationality or ethnicity. In a society that is becoming increasingly fragmented, it serves as a beacon of hope and guidance, a reminder that we can unite in prayer and faith, and in doing so draw closer to God. At the heart of this transformation is the call to deepen our relationship with God, particularly through the daily recitation of the Holy Rosary. The Rosary is not just a devotional act, it is a powerful tool for reflection, prayer, and spiritual strength. Through its prayers, we meditate on the life of Christ and ask for Mary's intercession, strengthening our connection to God and fortifying ourselves against the challenges of the world. Mary encourages us to make the Rosary a central part of our lives, using it as a weapon to achieve inner peace, discernment, and wisdom. In addition to prayer, the message emphasizes the importance of consecrating our homes and families to Saint Michael. In these times, where families face numerous internal and external threats, dedicating our households to Saint Michael's protection is a profound act of faith. It is a petition for divine intervention, an acknowledgement that we cannot face these challenges alone, and that we need the strength of God and His angels to help us overcome them. As we dedicate our lives to prayer, faith, and the protection of Saint Michael, we invite God's grace to enter our homes and hearts, shielding us from all harm. Through this message, we are reminded that, even in the darkest moments, God's light shines through. The Virgin Mary's call to prayer, to unity, and to spiritual protection offers hope and assurance in a world that is in desperate need of healing. By responding to this call with faith, prayer, and action, we can contribute to a renewed sense of peace, protection, and hope, both for ourselves and for those around us. Let us embrace this powerful message, for through it, we can bring light to a world that longs for the love and mercy of God. In the midst of darkness, the Virgin Mary brings a message of profound hope and divine presence. For many, the world may seem directionless, filled with confusion and hardship, but in these moments, Mary's maternal love is a guiding light, offering comfort to troubled hearts. Her presence, though spiritual, is tangible and felt through the countless signs of God's active involvement in our lives. Whether through the small moments of grace or the monumental events that shape our paths, the hand of God is at work, and the Virgin Mary urges us to recognize and acknowledge these signs. Her message invites us to place our trust in God's unfailing mercy, reminding us that we are never alone. In times of trial, we are encouraged to remain firm in our faith, knowing that God's love will never abandon us. This divine presence is not only a source of strength, but also a call for us to share that mercy with others. Mary teaches us that prayer alone is not enough. Actions of love and kindness are just as important. We are challenged to reach beyond our own concerns and care for those around us, showing God's love in tangible, everyday ways. In a world where selfishness and individualism often reign, the call to love one another becomes an act of resistance against a culture that promotes division and hate. By choosing kindness, generosity, and compassion, we counteract the negativity that surrounds us. This is a call to build communities based on care and acceptance, where each person is seen, valued, and loved just as God sees us. Father Petar Lebisicke's words, inspired by the Virgin Mary, remind us that life is short. In a society obsessed with material success and instant gratification, we are challenged to reorient our lives and focus on what truly matters: eternal life. This message calls us to look beyond the temporary and embrace the everlasting. It forces us to reflect on the necessity of living in alignment with God's teachings, recognizing that everything we do has eternal consequences. The message is not about retreating from the world, but about engaging with it in a deeper, more meaningful way. We are called to walk in the light of faith, to live according to the gospel, and to embody the truth in every aspect of our lives. This is a call to embrace a life of morality, integrity, and purpose, where our choices are guided by God's will and love. At the heart of this message is a call to trust and hope. No matter what challenges we face, whether personal, societal, or global, we are reminded that God is always present and in control. His mercy is limitless, and His love for us is beyond comprehension. In the face of overwhelming darkness, the Virgin Mary calls us to keep our eyes on the light, trusting that God's presence will guide us through. This message, inspired by the Virgin Mary and delivered through Father Petar, is a powerful call to action, faith, and hope. We are urged to prepare spiritually, to unite in prayer and almsgiving, and to place our trust in God's constant protection. As we face the challenges of our time, knowing that divine love watches over us makes it more crucial than ever to listen, pray, and act. Now is the time to heed this call with open hearts and minds, to live as true disciples of Christ, carrying His love and truth to the world. Together, as a united body of believers, we can make a profound impact, bringing light into the darkness and hope into despair. Let us respond to this message with steadfast commitment, knowing that the journey we embark upon is guided by God's infinite love and protection. Thank you for joining us on this important journey. Your presence brings meaning and weight to this mission, and may you find inspiration in the shared experience of our human faith. Until next time, may the Virgin Mary's message of hope, peace, and divine presence continue to guide and inspire you.